If you have found this meditation, you're in resonance with a world where safety and wellness can be the baseline of our existence. Your ability to recognize that we're not in that world means that you are capable of creating change, and change starts in the present moment. We live in a beautiful multidimensional web of existence, and that experience can often spread our energy out so far that we lose our autonomy of choice. We lose our recognition of freedom in the here and now. So may this meditation be something you return to again and again when you need to find the present moment, when you need to slow down enough to collect up your energy. And hopefully, may this be a resource for your ability to gather your energy enough that you can take life one step at a time. Because change does not happen all at once. It happens through a series of choices. The more fully you are aware of and connected to your energy in the present moment, the more that the choices you make come from your authentic truth. And the more that you compound choices built from your authentic truth, the more that you build a life you want to be a part of. In my experience, wanting to be a part of the life you live is a very important piece of creating change, not just within your world, but in the world that you inhabit, in the world that you share relationally with others. You can use this meditation however you'd like. If you'd like to just sit and listen to my words or watch the ocean waves on the screen. If you'd like to give yourself permission to move, I highly recommend creating a bit of space to move and flow as the emotions start to move through you. One of the ways that we get the most stuck in life as humans is through our own limits on what we're allowed to feel. So in this meditation, I will invite you to feel at whatever level is comfortable for you. Your emotions are intelligent awareness, simply informing you of how much you're actually connected to the reality of the present moment. So if your emotions feel out of control, you are in the web of multidimensionality. If your emotions feel disconnected, if you feel separate from your emotions, you're probably so far out in the web that you've lost access to your ability to feel what you are accessing. You're in a place that you've told yourself it's not safe to feel. Our ability to find the present moment reawakens our ability to feel. And it's important to remember that the limits on your ability to feel are not a problem to solve. They're just an area of life to get curious about. The reason that the present moment is the place from which you can make a change or take a step is because in the present moment you find reality. In reality, you start to come out of agreement with the things that seek to convince you, no, you need to lay down. I'd like you to imagine that your feet could anchor into the surface of whatever they are currently accessing. If you could allow them to grow heavy, how would they feel? If you could weigh them down with stones, how would they feel? Would you let this same weight of awareness begin to expand up the legs to the base of the spine? Letting the body claim its place here in the present moment reality where it sits. If you knew how multidimensional you truly were, there would be no question of whether spirit is real. Part of the reason that you don't understand the vast range of your multidimensionality is because you've been living in multiple dimensions your whole life. To collect your energy up into the present moment is to claim the information that you've been exploring in those dimensions, because your energy wouldn't be there if you weren't learning something from that dimension. But the very truth that your body exists in this one means this dimension is the one where you are the most capable of making an impact, of finding the answers that you seek, of making a change. There is a reason that our bodies are so under attack on this planet. You've been conditioned to believe that a baseline of fear and survival is all that you can have, and so it is. But when you learn to find the present moment, you can change that baseline. I invite you to notice your breath. One of the ways that we get stuck is because we're not fully breathing into what is here to be felt. We've been taught that particular emotions are bad or undesirable. We've been conditioned by the fear of their expression. And so we deny them, or we suppress them, or we stop breathing. As you inhale, where does the breath flow? I invite you to bring a hand to the place where you can most experience the breath as it inhales into your body. As you exhale, would you feel the contraction of your muscles as you press the oxygen out of your lungs? As you inhale, would you feel the expansion of your ability to perceive what is here with you and your body in the present moment? Many of you who find this recording will have very sensitive bodies, and you've been taught to believe that this is a problem, but it's only a problem in a world that cannot accommodate reality. Sensitive bodies are only a problem in a world that hopes those who are sensitive will not disrupt the status quo. But you are a disruptor. Breathe that truth into yourselves. Sink a little deeper into your powerful body. Allow the fascia at the back of your heart to begin to unwind. You don't need to protect yourself anymore. What if in this moment you become someone who is capable of making the present time choices that mean you are protected, you are safe, you are held, you are desired. Would you breathe into what comes up as you find yourself experiencing what is in dissonance to these things that can be truth? Right here in the present moment with your body, you are safe, you are held, who are desired. Anything that feels like you can't have those things is energy moving. It's energy between you and being safe, held, and desired. Here in the present moment, you can belong to yourself. You belong to your body. And your belonging of self to the body allows you to create an environment that is conducive for you to exist within, which may look very different than what you have been conditioned to see as normal. We need you to find the present moment so that you can create those different realities. But first, you just need to breathe into the dissonance that arises when you consider that a different world is possible. I invite you to turn your awareness now to your breath again. Would you begin to inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose? Noticing that perhaps you're inhaling up through the nasal cavity. Would you imagine that you could inhale directly back and into your throat as you breathe in? On your exhale, would you allow the exhale to softly empty out, maybe without sound, letting the exhale be just a bit longer than the inhale? Through this breathing pattern, in through the nose, out through the nose, soft and easy and gentle, you alert the body that it's safe, there are no threats, and what you may find as you begin to find your rhythm with the breath is that the body has a certain threshold of energetic awareness that feel like a threat. Can you stay with yourself through that experience, knowing that those energies that feel like a threat, those energies that feel unsafe, they are not you. They are things you have entertained or become on an energetic level in order to fit in order to find some form of safety. But here in this moment, all you need to experience true safety is permission to connect to and be yourself. Finding your rhythm with the breath, I invite you to stay with the sound of the waves for as long as you need to begin to feel a pull in a direction you'd like to go. Becoming unstuck is just a matter of allowing yourself to find the present moment, and from the present moment, taking your next step. There will be a next step in the next present moment. And the more that you can build the present moment as a resource of your authentic awareness and truth, the safer it will be for you to exist in this body where your power lies. Thank you for listening. Thank you for showing up for yourself today. I'll see you next time.